Hey Pokefans, today I want to talk about my Legendary Collection set of cards. This is a super unique set, and I do have the master set. This was the 12th release behind Neo Destiny, which I made a video about a couple of weeks ago. And even though it looks very different, this is actually part of the Neo release. Some people refer to this set as Base 3 because, like Base 2, it's a whole set of reprints. There are no new or unique cards in this set. They're all reprints from Base, Jungle, Fossil, and Team Rocket. There are a couple of things that make this set super unique. The first is that this was the first set issued with no first edition, and they never went back to issuing first editions again. So Neo Destiny, the 11th set, that was the last time you had first edition cards. From then on, they're all unlimited. So these are all unlimited cards, these cards and beyond. The other thing that makes these cards unique is that this is the first time they issued the cards in the reverse holo versions. Today, of course, we know that all sets are going to come in a reverse holo with some chase cards and some V max cards and some GX cards and some EX cards and all of that. But back then it was very simple. The basic set of cards and then the same cards in a reverse holo version. And the reverse holo of the Legendary Collection cards is unique. No other sets have the reverse holos in the same way that the Legendary Collection cards have it. So really unique, and one of the things that does is those reverse holo cards from the Legendary Collection are actually worth a lot more than the regular cards. And I think this is the only set, or one of the only sets, for which that's true, where the reverse holo is worth more than the regular holo. So lots of unique things, and there's one more surprise unique thing that I'm going to share with you at the end. But let's get started looking at the set. These are the cover artworks, and it came in 4 different variations. So the first variation has this Mewtwo, Alakazam, Machamp. And then we have, of course, the Power Trio, Blastoise, Charizard, and Venusaur. And then the actual legendary Pokemon, we have the legendary birds and the legendary evolutions there. So these are the cover artworks for the 4 packs. And, of course, my famous Pokemon tape that I regret not buying 100 rolls of at the time. The back of the pack looks like this, really different from the front. You would expect it to be blue, but it's actually red back here. You see, this is when Wizards of the Coast was still producing the cards. I believe that in the next release, which is the EX or the e-reader cards, I believe Nintendo took it over for the EX release in conjunction with Pokemon USA, and then after those cards it became all Pokemon USA producing the cards. So that's what the artwork looks like. This was a pack that, even though I was there, right, you know, I was there, I was not able to get a complete set by buying booster packs and booster boxes. So these cards are in a variety of conditions, although most of them are mint and straight from pack. Like when I opened them, some of them I added in years later because I just could not pull them from a booster. So what I wanted to do is show you which cards are included in the holographic section first, and then we'll look at them in their reverse versions. So the first card was Alakazam. That's the base set Alakazam, the Articuno from the Fossil set. And then that base Charizard, of course, and then the Dark Blastoise from Team Rocket and the Dark Dragonite from Team Rocket. So you can really see that it was a whole variety of sets. The next one, surprisingly, was a Dark Persian from Team Rocket, Dark Raichu. This was actually the chase card in the Team Rocket set, and here it is just a regular holo. Dark Slowbro, also from Team Rocket. Dark Vaporeon from Team Rocket, but then the regular Jungle Flareon and the Fossil Gengar. Then there's the base Gyarados, the Fossil Hitmonlee, the Jungle Jolteon, and that famous, that card everyone has, the base Machamp. And this is, you know, a rare opportunity to look at Machamp without that first edition symbol. This card in the base set was never produced in an unlimited version. It will always have the first edition stamp on it, unless of course it's here from the Legendary Collection and it's got the Legendary Collection logo. This is back when the logos were still up here. They hadn't migrated down here yet, or even later, you know, they migrated across here. So for the Legendary Collection, you're going to look for that logo up there in that corner. And then there's that Muck. I think it's from the Fossil set. Base Ninetales. The classic Venusaur, of course. That's the base Venusaur. The base Zapdos. I don't know if that's scratched. It might be. That looks like a card I added later. And then we get into the non-holo rares. And for the rest of the cards, we're going to look at them only in the reverse holo versions. Well, one more delay before we get to those reverse holos. I want to take a look at these first two cards I have in the holographic section here, which are Theme Deck non-holo promo cards. And I just realized in getting ready for this video that I'm missing one here. I'm sure I have it, I just don't have it here. But these cards came in the theme decks. There were 3 different theme decks, I believe. And you could get the non-holo Charizard. There's no shine to it. There's no foil or holographic treatment. The Dark Blastoise, or you could get that Dark Raichu in a non-holo. So those are the 3 non-holo theme deck promos. Now, let's take a look at those reverse holos that I've been promising you. Look at that beautiful, beautiful reverse holo treatment. They call it the fireworks treatment, I believe. And it's so sparkly and pretty. We already looked at these cards in the holographic versions, so I won't spend too much time here, except I know you want to take a look at my Charizard. So pretty. I mean, the fireworks effect with the fire Pokemon, it's just wonderful. It's just amazing. But it also works really well with this Dark Blastoise, you know, like water splashing. Anyway, there's my Dark Blastoise. There's the Dark Dragonite. And then we have, again, we looked at these cards already in the holographic versions, right? These are the reverse holos. There's that Dark Persian, the Dark Raichu, the Dark Slowbro. And what you want to look out for as far as wear on these cards, of course, there's the wear on the back that you want to keep an eye out for. For instance, my Dark Blastoise, my non-holo Dark Blastoise, is actually in terrible condition. This is some card I found in a bulk lot, but you know, it was fine for my collection. I said I just threw it in here. So of course you want to look for the classic signs on the back, signs of wear on the back. The Charizard, however, is in quite nice condition. But the other thing you want to look for as far as wear on these cards is that there will be some clouding. You'll get clouding and scuffing on this reverse holo section. So when you're buying and you're trying to decide if a card is, you know, mint, near mint, like play, you want to look for scuffing on the holographic areas as well. There's that Dark Slowbro, the Dark Vaporeon, Flareon, Gengar, Gyarados. Actually looks really nice here, that Gyarados. Not one of my favorite cards in the base set, but he looks really nice here. There's that Hitmonlee, the Jolteon. There's the Machamp, the Muck, Ninetales. Aren't these so beautiful? The Venusaur, Zapdos, Beedrill. And now we're getting into those non-holo rares, but the reverse holos are still just as gorgeous. The Butterfree, Electrode, Executor. We have Golem, Hypno, Jinx, Kabutops, Magneton, Mewtwo. This Mewtwo also happened to be the single promo card, actual promo card that they released for Wizards of the Coast. The Black Star promos was in this design for the Legendary Collection. So Moltres, that's a pretty Moltres in any set. But that's from the original Fossil set, yeah? And then Nidoking and his Nidoqueen. Then we have Pidgeot, Pidgeotto, Rhydon, Arcanine, Charmeleon, Dark Dragonair. Oh, sorry, I had to pause and just admire that Dark Dragonair. So beautiful. Dark War Turtle, Dugong, Dodrio. And again, you know, when we're talking about value on these cards, each of these cards can easily go for, you know, $100 or so when we're talking about the non-holo rares. Currently, remember, that price is subject to change at any moment. So Graveler, Growlithe, Haunter, Ivysaur, Kabuto, Kadabra, Kakuna. We have Machoke, Magikarp, Meowth. Then there's Metapod, Nidorina, Nidorino, Omanite, Omastar, Primeape, Rapidash, Raticate, Sandslash, Seadra, one of my favorite cards ever, that Jungle Snorlax, so cute. Tauros, Tentacruel, Abra, Bulbasaur, and that's the base Bulbasaur. Caterpie. And then this was a production issue on some of them. You can kind of see it there. You see that line? It's not a crease, it's actually a production issue. So something to watch out for in these cards. Charmander, Doduo, Dratini, Drowsy, Eevee, Execute, Ghastly, Geodude, Grimer. There are 110 cards in this set. So with the regular cards and the reverse holos, you end up with 220 cards. Add in the 3 theme deck non-holos, that's 223, and then the 1 promo, 224, if you really want to complete this guy. Nidoran Boy, Onyx, Pidgey, Pikachu. That's a jungle Pikachu that they went with. Interesting choice. Ponyta, Psyduck, Rattata. And you can really see in some of these why they call it the fireworks reverse holo pattern. Sandshrew, Seal, Slowpoke, Spearow, Squirtle. They went with the base Squirtle. Tentacruel, Voltorb, Vulpix, Weedle. This is Full Heal Energy, Potion Energy, Pokemon Breeder, Pokemon Trader, Scoop Up, The Boss is Away, Challenge, Energy Retrieval, Bill, Mysterious Fossil, and Potion. So that was it. That was the basic set. The regular cards plus their reverse holos. We just looked at mostly the reverse holos. But I told you that this set was unique for a number of reasons, right? And here comes the last reason that I promised you. Box toppers. These are called box toppers. And they're really big cards. You can see in comparison as far as the size. Let's see, I'll try to fit this card into this Charizard. So they're a lot bigger. They fit into this 4-pocket organizer, just like I had my packs in. And these are called box toppers. They've got this sparkly. It's not quite the fireworks treatment, but it's this really sparkly treatment. And the box toppers came in the base Charizard, the Dark Blastoise, the Dark Raichu, and again that promo Mewtwo. So these cards everywhere in Legendary Collection. You would think that they would be super rare and be really expensive, and they, you know, they're not cheap, but they're certainly not commanding the same prices as, let's say, the regular size Charizard. Still somewhat rare, still somewhat cool. So we're at 224 cards. We throw in the 4 box toppers, and we're at 228 cards for this set. The box toppers are numbered S1, S as in Sam, S1, S2, S3, and S4, and that's the complete set of these. It only goes from S1 to S4. So this is the complete set that you're looking at. But they continue to manufacture box toppers and include them. These were included in the booster boxes. So if you bought a whole box of packs, they were trying to encourage people to buy full boxes. So if you bought a full box, you got one of the box toppers inside. And the only way, I never even knew about the box toppers. I mean, we bought complete packs, but I don't remember pulling box toppers. So maybe they were in only some of the packs or some of the boxes. But the only reason that I knew that these existed is one happened to fall into my hands, and I turned it over, and they have these checklists on the back. And I was looking at the checklist, and I got to the bottom. They're all the same checklist, by the way. And I got to the bottom, or maybe I should give you a nice close-up of that if you're interested. So it has the checklist. Thank goodness no one ever used these as the actual checklist. But I was looking it over one day, and I saw down here at the bottom this S1, S2, S3, S4, and I was like, you know, what is that? And so I immediately went in search of them and finished my legendary collection with these box toppers. 2002 it says. So anyway, that's the back of the box toppers, and that is the end of my sharing of the legendary collection cards. I hope you enjoyed it. So many interesting and new things to learn about these, from the packs to the no more first editions, to the first reverse foils, to the different reverse foils, to the box toppers. This was a really exciting collection, and I hope you got excited about it too. Until next video, catch 'em all.